What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef with Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. Old subscribers, I thank you for helping me build this platform, push out this content. New subscribers, I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you get something from the content, and I hope you love WNBA action. Fever traveled to Vegas to play the Aces. This was going to be a heavyweight bout, and it did deliver. Aces get the win 89-81, but this one, it's a lot to learn from this one. Fever have to learn how to close out a game. The Fever have to learn how to play with more intensity. If I'm an Aces fan, you learn that your team is resilient, and you learn that your big three can take on a tough challenge. Once they play team ball, it's like they were back in their championship mode. Let's get into the game though. First quarter, Aces, they start off. Jackie Young's pressing Caitlin Clark 94 feet. I'm fast learning. They hate Caitlin Clark, and they respect Caitlin Clark's game at the same time. And they do not want to be embarrassed. Their goal is to wear Caitlin Clark's butt out by any means necessary, and Jackie Young was on task this game. Aggressive from the jump. Picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark was guarding Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes is a non-factor. I said that before on offense. Height, way taller, 6'4". They didn't even go to her. That's how little they care about Kia Stokes in their offense. On a mismatch, wouldn't even take advantage of it. Caitlin Clark is dishing dimes around, over, by people. 6 assists in the first quarter alone, and you're thinking, okay, she might have like a 20 assist game. Shots not falling early. Second quarter starts. Both stars are noticeably cold. Clark scores her first points of the game at the 6-minute and 34-second mark. There's a brief skirmish for a ball. Caitlin gets off the ground, and I notice she looks real tired. There's a timeout. She goes out of the game for just a little bit. A'ja Wilson's 1 of 12 at this point. She scores with 1:14 left in the quarter. Boston is cooking. Asia's frustrated. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark got the pick and roll going. Aaliyah Boston finishes the quarter with 18 points. And I'm thinking to myself, I've seen this before. I've seen this with Aaliyah Boston, where she starts out hot. And I've been on Aaliyah Boston's butt all season, even since Unrivaled. You gotta do a whole game. So I'm like, okay, maybe she'll get this 30 piece. Excuse me. Fever make a nice run at the end of the second quarter to push it to a 10-point lead. They go in at halftime 42-36. Aces, frustrated. All of them miss shots. All the big three are missing shots. Jackie Young had to sit, like I said, with the foul trouble. Third quarter starts. Caitlin Clark fires up an air ball to start the quarter. Boston draws a foul on A'ja Wilson at the elbow. And right after that, Caitlin Clark gets a layup. Right after that. Back-to-back possessions. And then it gets dicey. A'ja Wilson, it was one of those weird. A'ja Wilson drives to the basket. They call Aaliyah Boston for a foul. I don't even think Aaliyah Boston even touched her. Stephanie White didn't challenge. I thought that was huge. At this point, Boston is still, she's playing her best basketball. Overall, defensively wise, she's holding Asia Wilson. Like I said, Asia Wilson was 1 of 12 in the first half. Frustrated. Boston's getting it done defensively. They seem to go away from her offensively, though. They stopped attacking the paint in the third quarter, and I think this was huge for them because they weren't getting a lot of fouls. They were shooting jumpers the most of the game. It's 53-49 with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Jackie Young comes down, and Jackie Young had been kind of quiet. Jackie Young comes down, posts up in the paint, bucket. Go down, Indiana doesn't score. Jackie Young comes right back on a fast break and makes an easy layup because, once again, Indiana's laxing on defense. Brianna Turner gets in the game, gets an easy pass in the paint, and instead of going up for the shot, she kicks it out to the corner, turnover. This was where the tide turned. As soon as Brianna Turner has that turnover, they inbound the ball. Aaliyah Nye comes down one-on-one with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark sags off Aaliyah Nye. You must know the scouting report. All Aaliyah Nye does is shoot three-pointers. When she was at Alabama, she shot three. She fires up a three, pops it dead in Caitlin Clark's face. It's 59-57 with 1 minute left. Another mental lapse. Colson does the Olay and gives Jackie Young an easy layup. Then Jackie Young strips Caitlin Clark on the next possession, gets it to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson gets fouled, misses one of the free throws, makes it. They led as much as 10 in this quarter. They went away from the paint in this quarter. The ball movement that they had in the first half, it's all gone. I write down who has the gas left in the tank. They end the third quarter 61-58. Fourth quarter starts, and this was the quarter where Stephanie White's coaching left the building. Fourth quarter starts, Aces get the ball, turnover. Fever's first possession of the quarter, turnover. Boston, it's a game of possessions. Boston has Aaliyah Nye in the paint. Caitlin Clark comes down. Instead of feeding Aaliyah in the paint, Caitlin takes a jumper, misses, inbound. Aaliyah Nye gets the ball, goes down and hits a three on Clark, and one. They take the lead 63-61. Short time later, Clark hits Boston in the paint like she should have did the play before. They get the lead back slightly. Then there's some sloppy play back and forth. Vegas has the lead 67-63 with 6 minutes and 23 seconds left in the quarter. Gray hits a jumper. They have a tip ball. It's tipped to Chelsea Gray. Gray hits a freaking jumper. Now the Aces are on a 16-2 run. It's 69-63 with 6:05 left. Kelsey Mitchell, who had started shooting a lot of jumpers in the third quarter, she starts cooking, but she's going to the basket, and that's where Indiana is one of the league leaders in points in the paint. She goes, she misses a free throw, gets the ball on the next possession, attacks the basket, gets an and one. She misses another free throw. Then Mitchell comes down and hits. If she misses it, she's getting criticized. She hits a wide open three. She's sitting in the corner. Nobody's in front of her. She fires that sucker up, hits a three. It's 69-69 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. This is anybody's game at this point. A 4-minute game. Who's going to execute? Wilson gets fouled by Aaliyah Boston. She hits the free throws at 71-69. Jackie Young starts making appearances here and there. And this is where the big three start to take over. Caitlin Clark's coming up the court. For some reason, I don't know what the hell Caitlin Clark was thinking. She tried to throw a pass to Boston, but it's like she second guessed herself. And she had let the ball go. Young's right on it. Catches the ball, steals it from her. Lays it up, and one. Free throws. It's 74-69 with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. That was a huge play. Mitchell comes back, hits a jumper. It's 74-71. Vegas is moving the ball around, passing the ball. The Fever look like they're out of sorts defensively. Wilson starts to kick it into gear. She starts going and attacking the paint. She was at the top of the three. And this is where I tell you that A'ja Wilson has a little bit of that D Wade in her. She does a spin move on Aaliyah Boston. Draws the foul. Shoots free throws. It's 84-75. It's a minute and 46 seconds left. Caitlin Clark comes down. Doesn't set the offense up. Shoots a logo three. Misses. Clark steals the ball. And then lays it up. She steals the ball. It makes a great play. Steals the ball from after the missed three. She steals the ball from Jackie Young. Lays it up. That cuts it to 84-79 with 49 seconds left. Aaliyah Boston fouls Jackie Young on what was a suspect call on a dribble handoff. She shoots the free throws, makes both. It's 86-79. Clark drives, is fouled by Young. It's 86-81 with 40 seconds left. And now it's just a free throw shooting contest at this point. Wilson shoots the free throws. She makes one. It's 87-81 with 36 seconds left. Hull drives to the basket. Is blocked by A'ja Wilson. They get the inbound. Caitlin Clark inbounds it real quick to Kelsey. Lexi Hull misses a open under the basket layup. Easy. Misses it. Blows it. They get the ball. Free throws the rest of the way, and they get the win. For Indiana this game, there was a couple things the reason why they lost. They dominated in the paint point wise, but they should have scored more in the paint than what they did. Point paints, they had 52. Vegas had 40. This is where they lost the game. Points off turnovers. They scored 16. Vegas scored 28. The turnovers alone were atrocious. Heavyweight bout. Aaliyah Boston ended up with 26 points and had 18 at the half. That's what kills me. It's either Stephanie White or it's either Aaliyah Boston. But you can't score 18 in one quarter. Dominating and then shrink in the half. And when the going got tough, mentally weak, Aaliyah Boston gets to doing that crying about every tic-tac foul instead of keeping her head in the game. And I wish the veterans would pull her to the side and tell her, hey, look, we got more basketball to play. But that is one of the biggest things I see in this league. Some of these star players get in their own heads, and Aaliyah Boston is one of those. Kelsey Mitchell, a decent game, had 20 points, 8 of 13 from the field. Kelsey Mitchell could have had more. There was opportunities to drive to the basket because A'ja Wilson was covering Caitlin Clark. And they would not drive to the basket, as evident by their free throw totals. They only shot 10 free throws. and it was all on them. They weren't pressing the action. They weren't forcing the action. They were settling for jumpers, and the Aces were going in that paint and getting that money. Caitlin Clark, 7 of 20 from the field, 1 of 10, 19 points, 10 assists. She should have had 20 assists in this game, but she damn sure struggled on them damn turnovers, because she had 8 of them bad boys. 8 turnovers. She had some of the clumsiest turnovers I've ever seen in a game. I mean, just god awful turnovers. The bench. I said in the preview, the bench is gonna have to do something, and the only person to score was Brianna Turner with 2 points in 6 minutes. Sydney Colson, 15 points and only had 4 assists, no points. Sophie Cunningham laid a bagel. 2 bagels. Can't have it. Can't have it. The Aces pulled a Muhammad Ali. There was a rope-a-dope. They hung around long enough and threw some punches in that fourth quarter on that run starting in the third. It started in the third when Indiana settled for jumpers and the Aces settled for getting to that paint and getting to that free throw line. All of them. Everybody that was throwing up a dud in the first half came up big when it mattered in the fourth. Young, Gray, and A'ja Wilson all showed up. Names were called repeatedly. Hit clutch shots in the fourth, and that's where they won the game at. A'ja Wilson, 8 of 21, had 24 points. You wouldn't have thought it if the game started and she was 1 of 12. Got busy. Challenge yourself. One thing about A'ja Wilson, she might be an idiot off the court and say dumb stuff. My top 3 with Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier. When it was time to answer the bell, A'ja Wilson did what A'ja Wilson had to do to get her team to win. Chelsea Gray, 8 of 12, 18 points. And she had been struggling. Jewel Lloyd with 10. Jackie Young with 19. 6 of 15 from the field. Had 3 steals. 7 rebounds. Jackie Young is a physical freak and probably one of the few players behind Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud that can D you up and go get them buckets. And she did it today. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. But the unsung hero for the Las Vegas Aces is the rookie, Aaliyah Nye. 27 minutes, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point line, had 11 points. Didn't have a rebound, didn't have an assist. That young lady knows her job and does her job well. And Indiana failed to look at the scouting report and realize this young lady will just bust shots from that three-point line. That's where they lost it. Execution, turnovers, and not making a team change up what they're doing. Stop it. If you're a Cowboys fan and you watched the Cowboys in the 1990s, they ran the hell out of Emmitt Smith. Until you stopped Emmitt Smith, they were going to continue to run the ball. If I got Aaliyah Boston rolling, Aaliyah Boston is going to dominate this game until they say, Aaliyah Boston, we're tired of you scoring. We're going to make somebody else take up the slack. The Indiana Fever went away from the bread and butter and fell in love with the three-point line. 17 shots missed at the three-point line or beyond by the Fever. They only hit 6 three-pointers out of 23, but they shot a ton at the line. Long two-pointers on foot on the line. Caitlin Clark, my goodness, the last 3 games, 25 assists, 18 turnovers. She's shooting 21.7% from three-point line. That ain't gonna effing cut it. If she needs a blow, Sydney Colson's going to have to play more minutes. Cunningham's going to have to play more minutes. You got to get this girl a break. She's pressing way too much. Way too much. 1 of 10 from the three-point line this game. 0 of 7 against the Valkyries and 4 of 6 against Connecticut. It's been a long time since that Liberty game, and I told you folks, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And that game on that Saturday against the Liberty, that was one for the ages, and you'll see it pop up here and there. They got to get this under control, or it's going to be a long June. Like I said, June, the goal is still 500 or better. But man, they aren't making it easy. Because, to be honest, between Seattle and Las Vegas was the easier game. That Seattle game, Seattle got some youngsters that will run. Gabby Williams is a problem. Trust and believe. Skylar Diggins, Caitlin Clark will have to play defense in Seattle. Their guards, Erica Wheeler. Go look at the tape of Erica Wheeler. And you don't think Erica Wheeler's sitting there thinking, I'm going to light the Fever up. They let me go. Get ready. That's going to be the battle. It's a quick turnaround. The Fever better get it together. But if I'm the Aces, I'm very happy. They needed this win. You got the win. Because you can't fall too far behind. You see they flipped places. The Fever were in the 7th position for the playoffs, and the Aces were in the 8th. Now it flipped. Just take a snapshot today, because this is going to change in a month. Because the Aces have a tough road ahead of them in July. But yeah, the Fever, you got to get out of June. But let me know what you thought about this game. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.